So hello everyone, warm welcome to you. Today is our 7th technical support session. It's the 30th of March, 2022. And if we are here, it is for the full learning cycle 1 of the movement for Immunization Agenda 2030. And we are in our first peer learning exercise, which is situation analysis. And just a quick reminder of our timeline for the situation analysis. We're actually already in week 2. And in week 2, you have one goal this week, that is to submit the initial version of your situation analysis on peer grade. And the deadline is Friday, the 1st of April, 2022, before 11:59 p.m. So please do everything in your power to submit your situation analysis by then. And don't hesitate to type in your question, your comment in the chat if you're having any concern or challenge. Now, the instructions concerning joining peer grade and preparing your situation analysis, doing your situation analysis is found on your personal space on learning.foundation. I just put the link for you right there in the chat. So, like I just said, 48 hours until we close situation analysis. So after that, what next? For you who succeeds to submit the situation analysis on time, on Saturday, you are going to receive 3 situation analysis developed by your colleagues to review. You'll need to read them carefully and share in peer grade and share your feedback with your peers, drawing from your own professional experience. Your feedback should be able to help them to improve upon their own situation analysis. And the deadline to complete these 3 peer reviews will be Friday, the 8th of April, 2022. If you don't complete the 3 peer reviews, you will be penalizing yourself and your colleagues because your colleagues will not be able to finish the exercise without your constructive feedback of their situation analysis. And you will also depend on them to improve yours. So it's very important. Now, if you don't submit your situation analysis by this Friday, before the deadline, then what will happen to you is that we will not accept your submission after that deadline, that's after Friday. And during the following 2 weeks, only those who have submitted their situation analysis will be able to participate in peer review and complete the exercise. And if you do not make it, you will still be a part of, you will still be with us in heart and spirit. We'll consider, if you so wish, that you're still a part of the IA2030 movement, but you only have access to our next special event on IA2030 that will take place on the 2nd of May, which is the World Immunization Week. But you'll still be welcome to join the Monday assemblies to share, to support your colleagues, and continue to learn together, whether you are actively participating or not. So I thought it's very important that I should put this forward so that you understand the stakes if you are not able to meet the deadline with submitting the situation analysis. And the deadline is this Friday, that's Friday the 1st of April, before 11:59 p.m. Geneva time. All right, so earlier on, this question I asked before, so I'm going to turn towards Nelson. Nelson, earlier on, you told me that you have not yet joined peer grade, and I shared the link with you in the chat. So if you're like Nelson and you have not yet joined peer grade, rapidly click on the link that I've just shared in the chat. Just click on the link that I've just shared in the chat so that we can together get you to join peer grade as soon as possible, because peer grade is a platform where you have to submit your situation analysis and also carry out peer review. So it's indispensable for you to complete the course. If you don't join for you to complete the exercise, if you don't join peer grade, we don't receive any work, any situation analysis by mail. Everything has to go through peer grade. So Nelson, have you clicked on the link that I just shared?
Yeah, I'm getting you. I'm following the procedures.
Okay, so have you had access to this page that I'm showing?
Yeah, I'm seeing click here to create a new account.
Okay, yes, go ahead and click to create.
Yeah.
Create your account.
Have an account, yeah.
Yeah, so it's your first time, so click on create account. Have you done so? Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, once you click on create account, you're going to see create new account. So you're asked to type in your full name, your email address, and the password.
Yeah.
Please type the same email address that you used to access your dashboard.
Yes.
Is that okay?
Yeah.
Yes, I'm putting a password that you will remember.
Yeah.
Once you do so, click on sign up.
Yes.
Okay, have you clicked on sign up? Okay, so once you click on sign up, it will bring you to this page.
Yes.
Okay, so are you on this page?
Yeah, submit.
Okay, congratulations. So when it's time for you now to submit, when you're finished your situation analysis and it's time for you to submit, you just need to click on the submit button and you upload the document. Okay.
Yes.
Okay, excellent. That's great. I'm very happy that you have been able to join peer grade in less than 2 minutes.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, wonderful. All right. I see Joyce Murithi, you have unmuted yourself.
Yes, hello, Charlotte. This is Joyce
Hi,
Murithi.
Joyce.
I'm glad to be able to join this session today. I'm going to complete my situational analysis. I've been a little bit swamped with a few things here and there, but I plan to do that.
Okay, that's great, Joyce. I know how committed you are, and I'm certain that you'll be able to complete the situation analysis before the deadline.
Yes, thank you.
Thank you so much. And for Nelson, once you have created your account in peer grade and you want to log back in later on, you need to use the link that I've just shared with you in the chat right now. So you can copy that link and save it somewhere, or you can just click on the link right now and bookmark it on your computer so that later on when you want to join peer grade, you will not have to have any difficulties or challenges in doing so. All right. So my next question for everyone in the room is, have you finished and submitted your situation analysis in peer grade? So, and I know those who have already indicated to me before we started the session that they have not yet done so, so I understand. But can you type, I see Joseph says no. Can you type yes in the chat if you have completed and finished and submitted, or yes if you have not done so? Let me see some yeses also. If you have already submitted your situation analysis on peer grade, can you type yes in the chat, please? Okay, so I see they are mostly no. So, all right. So I see that mostly no. So I'm going to be turning towards you. I'll start with Joseph. Okay, I'll start with Joseph so that Joseph Ngugi, you were the first to indicate that you have not yet. So are you able to unmute yourself? That's why we are here. We want to make the 30 minutes we gather together for technical support to count for you. So we want you to make progress. So Joseph, are you facing any particular challenge?
No, I'm all right, but I'm in a public library. So I'll get in touch later. I'm in a public library, university library.
Okay, okay, but I'm sure you have started working on your situation analysis.
Yeah.
Okay, and you'll be able to submit before Friday.
Yeah.
Excellent, that's great. I'm reassured. So I'm going to turn towards another person, Adesoji Odukoya. Adesoji, are you able to unmute?
Hello.
Hi.
Yeah, I'm working on it.
Okay, you're working on it.
Yeah.
Okay, and okay, so you don't have any challenge?
No, not at all. I'm working on it right now.
That's excellent. I'm reassured. So I see there's a raised hand. Okay, I'm going to invite Syed. Syed, can you go ahead and unmute yourself?
Thank you, Charlotte. This is Dr. Syed Mehraban Shah from Afghanistan, technical officer with the WHO country office. Even though I have already submitted my situation analysis and My question is regarding that, is it possible to bring changes in the situation analysis in the resubmitted? Because I am not seeing my situation analysis right now in the my dashboard. So I don't know where it has gone.
Okay.
This
All
is our
right.
from base.
Okay, that's a good question, Syed. And just to reassure you, let me start with your last question. With the last concern, your situation analysis is not on your dashboard. It's in peer grade. For you to see your situation analysis, you need to go back to peer grade. Let me just share the link with you right now in the chat. So click on this link and log on to your peer grade. Now I'm going to access peer grade, your account in peer grade. I'll share my screen and show you exactly what you need to do to be able to see. Is that okay? And also to be able to change your situation analysis, because you still have the possibility to change it as long as the deadline has not passed. Is that okay?
Sorry that I'm listening from my mobile. Sorry that I'm not using right now laptop or a computer, so I'm using my mobile, and it will be difficult. So that is, the internet is also not at that level to go to my dashboard and reopen from there. Even though I tried to open from peer grade, but I couldn't success to see my situation analysis over there.
Okay, Syed, I just noticed that you have two peer grade accounts. There is a WHO account and there is a Yahoo account. Which one did you use to submit your situation analysis?
Oh, there is a problem with that. So I'm using this WHO account.
Okay, it's a WHO account, and it's the same account that you're using on your dashboard, right?
Yes, yes, yes.
Okay, excellent. So let me just, I just accessed, let me just show you what it looks like on peer grade, and just follow carefully. Okay. You're going to see. Okay, so this is Syed Miraban Shah, that's you, right?
Yes.
So if you log into peer grade now, this is how your page will look like. Now for you to see,
I'm seeing like the same page that you showing.
So for you to see your situation analysis, you need to click here, Full Learning Cycle 1 for IA2030 movement. Your situation analysis submission closes in 2 days. So you click here. Okay.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
And once you click here, you're going to see submission. So for you to see what you submitted, you have to click on submission. Okay. Yes. And this is, and your situation analysis is on measles epidemiological situation and outbreak response, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So you were asking me that, is it possible for you to change this because you want to improve it?
Yes. I want to improve it.
Okay. So what you can do is you can actually just
delete this.
Delete this and resubmit another one and resubmit the revised version. But you have to do this before Friday, before the deadline.
Yes, I will try. I will try.
Okay.
Thank you for the instruction. Thank you, Charlotte.
Oh, you're welcome.
Thank you.
All right. So if you are in the same situation like Syed, and you already submitted your situation analysis, but you realize that you want to, based on all the experiences that have been shared this week and the questions from Francois, the feedback, you realize that you want to change the document, you can just follow the steps that I showed Syed just now to do that. Okay, I see Dr. Imran Khan. Can you go ahead and unmute yourself, please? Over to you.
Thank you so much, colleague. My name is Dr. Imran. I am working with WHO as a divisional EPA officer from Pakistan. My neighborhood and my colleague, Syed Mehraban Shah, what he write in his situation analysis was presented yesterday by Reda. Sir, I request you, you have to see the video of Reda, which is present here, and review this example of a situation analysis, in which step by step the situation analysis of my colleague was presented by Reda sir. It was very excellent. There was a few error or mistake was taken. Hope he will be improved. Ma'am, I have two questions. One is that my situation analysis near to be completed today. I will be submitted tomorrow, inshallah. So I want to know how I will be share my situation analysis with other 3 people.
Okay, thank you, Dr. Imran Khan. That's a good question. So don't worry about sharing it with 3 people. That is going to be handled by the course team and on peer grade. You understand? So that is why we ask you to not to put your name on your situation analysis, because it's going to be an anonymous process. So after you submit, as from 11 after midnight on Friday, that's as from the 2nd of April, you are going to automatically receive 3 works that you're going to review, and your work will also be sent out to 3 colleagues who are going to review it on peer grade. So it's an automatic process. You don't have to bother about that. I hope that is okay.
Okay, thank you so much. My another question, my
Yes.
second question, sorry. My second question is that if someone didn't complete the situation analysis on mid of Friday, so there is any chances of submitting the situation analysis, because one of my colleague today, he called me that he is not free and he is busy in field work. So he told me that you have to ask on behalf of me that can he will be able to submit this situation analysis after the Friday.
Okay, so when I started the session, I shared these 2 slides that we have 48 hours until we close situation analysis. What will happen after that? So for those who submit on time, you will be able to do peer review. But if you don't submit on time, you risk losing the opportunity to continue with the exercise. So what I'm going to ask you to do, Dr. Imran, is to encourage your friend, your colleague, to do whatever is possible to submit. But if at the end of it all, because of field work or connectivity or whatever issues, he's not able to, then we'll have to look into that. But it's really, and we have to encourage, because if he's not able to submit, he'll not be able to do the peer reviews, and the peers too that's supposed to review his work will not be able to do so. So it's very important to respect the timeline, because we have only 4 weeks for this exercise, and if we start having delays, we may not be able to finish on time. I hope that is okay.
Okay, ma'am, thank you so much. Can you tell me more about the situation analysis, that there is a page review and where data source was written here? What I'm seeing here is at least 2 appropriate data source you are using. So is it necessary that we have to put a table or graph here to present our data source or present our data analysis here? Is it must?
No, it's just important that you cite the sources. For example, I don't. Can I ask you what challenge are you working on?
I'm working on refusal to the routine immunization and COVID-19 vaccination.
Okay, so it has to do with engagement and demand.
Yeah.
Okay.
SP2. I'm working on SP2.
SP2, yes. So, and your situation, when it has to do with demand, maybe you may want to show the impact of the vaccine hesitancy or the refusal on vaccination coverage. So you may need to cite, maybe it could be an annual report in your context. It could be any other data source that you have. If there is a kind of like a mapping of refusals, a mapping of locations where or communities where there are refusals that you have, you can cite those as your sources. If you do, maybe if there has been a community survey to find out the reasons for refusals. So these are just a few examples that I can give you of data sources that you can cite. And I also want to refer you to these tutorials, the video tutorials from Reda. I just shared, I'm actually showing my page, my Telegram page, showing you that there is these tutorials that Reda did on each part of the situation analysis. So you can actually choose just to watch the video on data sources to really find out, as he explains clearly, what is needed. And I've just shared the links with you also in the chat. So you can choose, Yes, if you're having difficulties with understanding what they're asking of you in terms of key findings, you can choose to watch the video on key findings, the video on next steps, the video on references. Okay?
Okay, thank you so much. Thank you.
My pleasure. That is why we are here. All right. So for now, I'm not seeing any raised hand, but I want to ask for those who indicated actually a no, I really want to listen to everyone that indicated that they have not yet finished their situation analysis. I just want to be reassured that they are not facing any particular challenge and that they should be able to do so by Friday. So Liliane Mause, Morty, I'm asking you to unmute. Bilali Yafa, I'm asking you to unmute as well. Are you able to do so? Okay, Liliane. Okay,
yes,
let's start
yes,
with
yes.
Okay, Bilali, we'll start with you and then we'll turn to Liliane. Okay.
Okay.
Please,
Well,
I'm working on it and I hope to submit by the Friday.
Okay, excellent. I'm reassured. Thanks, Liliane. Okay, over to you, Bilali.
yes, yes. I'm also beginning to start my situational analysis. Hopefully, on the 1st of April, I'll submit it.
Okay, that's great.
Yes.
Okay. Kabiru Gambo. Kabiru Gambo, are you able to unmute? I see your hand is raised. All right, over to you, Kabiru.
Yes, good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, everyone. I'm Kabiru Gambo from Bauchi State of Nigeria. And I have problem with my PC. That's why I didn't get chance of finishing my situation analysis. But will that be possible to follow the instruction through the phone and submit?
It's possible, Kabiru, but it's going to be complicated for you. So
Yes, that's
what I
why
would suggest, what I would suggest is, I don't know, do you have maybe there is a cyber cafe, an internet cafe where you are, where you could go to? That way you can actually work on your situation analysis and connect it on a flash drive and actually access your peer grade from an internet cafe. Another alternative, if you work on a separate computer, you can actually transfer your situation analysis to your phone using your USB cable or whatever means, transfer the Word document to your phone, and then you can upload it on peer grade, because you can actually access peer grade as well on your phone. But my question to you is, have you been able to access peer grade on your phone?
Yes, I do.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, that's excellent. So
I
if you're able,
will try to finish it before closing up.
okay,
Yeah,
that's great. So okay, that's great. So I don't know if there's any other person with a challenge in the room. If you answered no to my question, so I'll get back to the question. Have you finished and submitted your situation analysis? So if you're just joining us, please, can you answer that question in the chat? And I see Bilali, you're able to, please go ahead. I think you left a comment in the chat. Is there anything you want to add? Bilali, just to reassure you that I heard you said you're actually working. Okay, yes, Bilali, over to you.
I mean, I want to speak to my Gambian partner. I think Fatou Bide Cham is a Gambian, so I want to speak to her. That's what I want.
Okay, you're leaving a comment for Fatou Cham. That is your colleague. Okay, that's great. Okay, I also Fatou Cham. There is a comment for you in the chat from Bilali Yafa. That's your colleague. Can you respond to him? All right. So I'm inviting Syed. Syed, your hand is raised again. So please go ahead, unmute yourself.
Thank you, Charlotte, once again. My question is that one of our colleagues said that because I was on a field visit, and last time when I submitted the situation analysis, and Reda was giving comment on that, I saw that video, but I lost it in this. I couldn't find that video again. So it will be possible to get that video and to see where was the problem, that I can work on that and improve my situation analysis, if it is possible or not.
The video is actually on your on your learning dashboard. That's on your dashboard on learning.foundation, but I can dig up the links for you. But what I'll actually encourage you is the breakdown. That is the videos that I just shared, the links in the chat from Reda, that is breaking down the situation analysis, each part of the various situation analysis is very helpful. And if you want to actually improve upon what you have ever done, and I see, thank you, Reda, for sharing, review this example of a situation analysis in the chat, for already sharing that. So Syed, I hope you have seen seen the link, so you'll be able to access
yes,
it.
Yes, I will see all the videos, and particularly this the resource, the data source, and there was some questions and the findings. I think he was saying that it is not linked with the source of the data. So I will see that video again, and will find that which areas I made mistake, and I will recorrect it and will submit again. Thank you. Charlotte?
Okay, thank you very much. Thank you very much, Syed. I see Imran's hand is raised. So please go ahead, Imran. You're able to unmute yourself.
Thank you so much, ma'am. I was thinking I want to help my colleague, but Reda sir is already shared the link with my colleague, so it's okay. Thank you.
Okay, that's great. That's also part of the scholar spirit, the spirit of the movement, the spirit of solidarity. So they are all okay. And Reda has also shared the link to the videos that are in the playlist, all the videos that could be helpful, useful to you, for you to be able to complete and submit your situation analysis. And I am glad to know that today we have been able to really, all those who answered no to my question in the chat, have promised that they are working and are able to submit their situation analysis by before Friday, on or before the deadline, that is this Friday. And I was also happy that our colleague Nelson was able to join peer grade. It took him less than 2 minutes, just following the steps, to be able to join peer grade, and he has also already started working on the situation analysis and should be able to submit before the deadline. So if there are no more concerns and no more questions, we are barely 2 minutes to the end of the session. I'll just like to remind us that tomorrow we have another experience sharing session. And if you joined yesterday's experience sharing session, I'm sure you learned a lot from the 2 situation analysis that we were able to that were shared by 2 of our colleagues yesterday, Joshua and Josephine. So I do hope tomorrow at 12 p.m. Geneva time, you will join us for another experience sharing session. Even if you have finished or you have not finished your situation analysis, you can come and share what you have done, and you'll be able to listen to get feedback from peers, from colleagues, and their questions could help you to improve upon the work that you have already done or are doing. And you also, of course, get guidance from our guide on the side, Dr. Francois Gaz. And also, we have another technical support session on Friday. So you join us on Friday at 1:30 p.m. Geneva time. So I could just, let me just change this here. This older version, Friday at 1:30 p.m. Geneva time for another technical support session. But before then, we open the room 15 minutes ahead of time for tomorrow's experience sharing session, so that you can be able to get quick tech support, quick technical support if you're having any challenge, you're having any difficulty. So do not hesitate to join us ahead of time tomorrow when we have the experience sharing session, and we'll be delighted to give you any support that you need, like we did today for our colleagues. There was a Nelson and also a Mary who had a challenge on how to submit the situation analysis on peer grade. So if there is no other question, no other concern, I am relieved and happy to know that those who are here, they are on track. Either they've already submitted the situation analysis or they are on track towards doing so. But you can still use the Telegram channel to ask, to request for help if you have any challenge. And remember, we are 48 hours away to the closing of situation analysis. And as I shared with you earlier on, after 48 hours, if you submit on time, you have the opportunity to go ahead with peer review. But if you don't, you're not able to submit, it means you will not be able to continue with the exercise, and you only join us again on the 2nd of May when we have our special event for the World Immunization Day. But you can still join us for the weekly General Assembly. But I don't want anybody to feel like you will not be able to complete, because you have come this far. We have been together already for 3 weeks. You should be able to make it through and submit your situation analysis before Friday. I trust you. I know you are able to do so. So I know that by Saturday, you should be able to start peer review. Once again, thanks everyone, and look forward to seeing you tomorrow. Wish you a nice evening, a nice day, depending on where you're connecting from, a nice night, and see you tomorrow for our experience sharing session. And I want to invite you all to go ahead and unmute yourself and put your hands together for yourself first and foremost, for all the work that you have done, all the work that you are doing, and also put your hands together for our peers that have been able to make progress today. Okay, so
Thank
until then,
thank you so much.
bye for now.
Yeah, thank you.